Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Has it at the 11. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and you're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tutin. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's their first carry for LaQuint Allen. And they bring him down around the 34. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line, and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Ready. These are 20.
Plowing up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Inside give here for Tutin. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Hey, Lyle.
Going power with a big tight end. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. To return, Jerome Ford. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels going to throw to get us started.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 60 bucks.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Holds in by his back. White. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. He'll go quickly to the right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down from the 42. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Sets them up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Daniels now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
60.
Daniels from the pistol. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. This is a 42-yard look from the left half. Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Let's take this at the 10. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Son, go. Silver.
They go play action. Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Easy, 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 easy. Hey,
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. John, that's it. Sink right.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On the red. Hey, Soko, so hot. 13, Lou.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
11. Hot.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Able to find Strange here. And he'll get it up to the 44. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And goes to the hurry up here. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Hey, run. Hey, Soko, some hot. 11, Agate. Sink right open. Street.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Easy. Read a 54. Here we go.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Has him running the comeback. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Go, let's go.
They're going for this. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Panther 30.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead on the first play of the drive. 1 One play after their defense makes a stand, Brock. This offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays and stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see...
And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They kick the running back in motion. Now it's Lawrence. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hey, go. 13, Lou. Hey, kill.
3rd and long for him here. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. We've set it downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hand off to Tootin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Play action now, Daniels. Escapes up, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on 3rd and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time.
A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. They're down to their final one in this half. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Go! 70 Timberwolves.
They'll throw for it. Good strike downfield to Lane. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a first.
And a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 16.
They give to Harris from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So it'll be 2nd and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. Commanders currently on top here at Northwest Stadium. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Daniels. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Caught out wide. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score. Commanders 16. Jaguars 7. Daniel Carlson.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground, Tootin. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Running back sent in motion. Lawrence working from the gun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
13 yards. Another 3 and out.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And this one won't get very far at all. That bounces out of bounds right at the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Knocking 18.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make...
Goes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. they're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato. Done.
All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here. 7 yards to pick up there. It's going to be 4th and a short one.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hey, go. Done. It's hot.
Here's Tootin. First down and a lot more. Past the 30. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points.
Okay, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Man in motion here.
Go street. Here we go.
Trying for it on the ground. But he's not going to reach the end zone, so they get 6, but not an extra 2 just before the break.
Commanders 16, Jaguars 13.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Starting at the 10. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
70.
Throwing now, Daniels. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out at halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up. So we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Tootin with it. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
This is Allen on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Ron! 11-11.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lawrence to throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
Gun. This is hot. 11, add it. Same right. Go. Hurt. Easy. 30 left.
Lawrence looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Commanders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Now, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Cooking my team!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And it's a sack as he heads out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
He's forced out of bounds.
And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Cut my team! Cut down! Pat the 60!
Daniels back to throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Travis Hunter.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the ball. Run it.
Hey, Lion! Hey, attention, time!
Tootin on 1st and 10. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
They've got a man in motion. They bring Thomas in motion. On 3rd down, here's Tootin. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Flushed out now to his left. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
Coverage by Jerry and Jones.
Here we go, here we go.
Daniels now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Ready, go.
Daniels from the pistol. He connects downfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Hurt. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Daniels now on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14.
Kate, I've probably seen 1 million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
On the ready.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Daniels. That one's complete, right side. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win.
Okay, break.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Daniels is going to throw again. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Ready, set.
3rd down and 4.
Come on. Check, smash. Cougar 19. Let go.
One drawn up here for Daniels. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well.
70, Hawk 70.
They're going for it. He bets it forward on the quick touch pass. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence throwing here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick six. Defense getting in on the farm block with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
Daniel Carlson set to
A
kick
quick
off.
chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Hey,
A run here with two. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go again here with two. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Call it 1 yard there, so consecutive 1-yard runs brings up third and 8.
hey, go.
This is Allen on the give. And he cuts it back through the defense. He goes, room to burn. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
21.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Daniels on first down. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up second down.
Second and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Quick on the draw to White. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down. Working quickly here.
26-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Daniels throwing on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Fourth down, here's Daniels. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, smash. Safe right. 11.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Intercepted in the end zone. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you'll be more interceptions.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments, so you can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
7 yards.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
4th and forever coming up.
Go. Grant, 23. Hey, Soko, take right open. Go. Here we go.
Desperation time here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Daniel Carlson set to
Carlson
kick off.
all set now for the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Think right. Oh, red. Focus, hot.
On the give, it's Tootin. And not much space available there. Maybe 2, and that brings up third down.
The tackle made by Doran Armstrong.
Ready?
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third
Red,
and 4.
Turn, it's like hot.
Hand off to Tootin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Jaguars, first down.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory.